Coming up on the Get Loud podcast, yes, we'll recap the collapse against the Cowboys.
We have to.
But we're going to move forward.
Always moving forward.
Always moving forward. We're going to talk about the Titans, and then we're going to get into top 3 lists.
Of a couple of different things. Food, players, all kinds of things.
You're going to geek out?
I really am going to geek out this time.
How you doing, guys? It is the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. Find tickets to Commanders games and more. SeatGeek. Jenks, my guy.
Yeah.
Fred Smoot.
Ain't no reason to get quiet now.
I mean, I'm not getting quiet. I'm just
hyperventilating.
Yes. Like this is a very tough one to absorb.
Yeah. It is, but I know people going to get mad because this is very much football talk. But I tell people all the time when it's a divisional game, it's no rhyme and reason. It's no somebody got an edge. It's whatever happens that day happens. Like the Houston Texans showed up and played the Tennessee Titans yesterday. They lost a divisional game.
Yep.
Funny things happen. Like when you let a thief hang around long enough, something can get stolen.
Yep.
They stole one yesterday. The Cowboys stole one yesterday. It is easy for me to sit up here and point at the offensive coach, the defensive coach, the coach at all, the players, maybe RG3 for wearing a Cowboy suit and a Cowboy hat. It's easy for me to point at things like that. But that ain't what I'm going to do.
Okay.
What I'm going to say is when you play these divisional games, these teams know each other so well. We took in accountability how much Coach Quinn and Witt knew about their offense and their personnel. We forgot about their brain trust and how much they know about our brain trust. All right? And I can say this. Quarterback Cooper Rush is 4-1 against us.
He's like the new Daniel Jones.
I was about to say Daniel Jones Jr. This Cooper Rush has a comfortability against us. All right? He's thrown 5 touchdowns and 0 interceptions against us. He has 7 touchdowns and 7 interceptions against everybody else.
Making the ordinary look extraordinary.
And that's what happens because he knows this team. It happens. I never get too high. I never get too low. I look through clear goggles, all right? I look through lenses that won't allow me to look at the rubbish. So I'm still in a good place about this team.
Okay.
Still in playoff contention, still ahead of the schedule, still better than we thought they were going to be at the beginning of the year. Maybe I'm a half glass full guy, but that's where I'm at, Jenks.
Well, let's do your hot ticket presented by SeatGeek, the most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. So we can break this down in many different ways. I think this hurts for it's because it's the Cowboys. Of all the teams to have a game like this against Dallas.
Yeah, and guess
this
what?
Dallas team.
That's why we on this emotional roller coaster. You cannot tell me out there, I'm looking at you out there in that camera. I'm looking at you. You cannot tell me for them last 5 minutes of the game, I went through an emotional equinox. I'm anxious, sad, happy, ecstatic. What are we going to do? I almost pulled out hair that I don't have. Listen, it was one of the most emotional, 30 minutes of my life?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
I literally called the Hail Terry before it happened.
You did?
I called the Hail Terry. I was sitting there with Scott Jackson. I said, Scott,
can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
You called it with me on the pregame show.
Again? Why is that shocking you?
I mean, because I'm like, he's due to get it wrong. And you were like, scary Terry. Yeah. And I was like, okay. And that was the biggest play of the game up until that point.
The Hail Terry is something, even though we lost, you can say it feels good to know we got a quarterback, and no matter what the situation is, we still in the game.
Yes. It's
something magical at Northwest. These plays hasn't happened, let alone the last 15 years, within one season. All right, that Hail Terry is a ridiculous play that should not happen. All right? So it's something brewing. Grandma cooking, and I know y'all like, Grandma ain't finished yet? No, we only halfway during the season. She can't be finished. Listen to me. It's she's sprinkling that magic in there. It's something.
I know some fans will be like, Grandma just had a heart attack. Yeah. Like, no, she's still cooking. She's still cooking.
You done went in the kitchen before and Grandma had failed. And we all been there. We've all been there. But what I'm saying is, for all the bad that happened, and I know we taking this one double hard because it's the Cowboys and it's supposed to be our year. But how many years have we done that to them also? I'm going to tell you how this feels. It's the equivalent of how the Cowboys felt today that Santana moused them with those 2 touchdowns at the end of the game from Mark Brunell when they walked out of there. I think it was Thanksgiving. I don't know. All I can say is this. That's the role reversal. Because this game was so strange. Block punts, block field goals, 2 kickoff returns to the house.
31 points in 4 minutes. First time that's happened since 2013 in an NFL game.
Listen, it was bizarre and amazing and scary and disappointing. And I had highs and lows that I haven't had in games, man. Yeah. It was almost like, I'm going to go gray by the end of the year. Like, because I'm at the edge of my seats. Yeah. I can say this. Washington fans know now, until he retired, never leave a Jaden Daniels football game.
There were a lot of people leaving way before that.
And guess what? They was in their car listening to, why do y'all constantly do this to yourself? The Hail Mary should have taught you. The Hail Noah should have taught you never leave a game with number 5 quarterback. All right? Hope is what I left with. Like, this dude, as long as this dude is on the field, I got hope.
So what has been the difference in the offense? Because we've seen the offense have a lot of struggles. Jaden kind of got on his horse yesterday, was able to run the ball a lot more than we've seen in previous weeks. Yeah. But overall, the offense seems to have stagnated. So what is the difference from the beginning of the season and the last 3 weeks?
Well, we knew we was going to go through growing pains. We just didn't think it was going to happen now. We thought it was going to happen at the beginning of the season. The growing pains just coming at a different time. I told people for the first half of the year we could start off quick.
Okay.
I said this in the preseason. They said, why? I said, first of all, nobody knows what to expect from, 1, Jaden Daniels. 2, they don't know what our offense look like.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that they got film, they know what the offense looks like.
Yeah.
Right? So now it's time for us to self-evaluate, self-check, and layer the offense and evolve. All right? That's all it is. That surprise we had for the first 5, 6, 7 weeks of defensive coordinators, like, you know what, we're just going to have to play them honest.
Yep.
That's going away. All right? This offense will pick back up. If I told you it was a rookie quarterback and his offense the first year were going through ups and downs, you would say that's what's supposed to happen. Well, we're going through what's supposed to happen. We just started out so quick. We was in this dream. We didn't want to come down. But we knew those are super amazing numbers that hadn't been put up ever, had to come back down to earth. And now that they have, and it's taking more of a, we need to win as a team instead of the offense just doing it. Now we're going through some ups and downs and bumps, but I still think we're set up to go to the playoffs and still be the team that nobody wants to play.
What can this offense do differently? Is it making more plays, designing more plays to get Jaden using his feet? Is it throwing downfield more? Because we saw until that toss to Terry late, or at least a couple passes late in the game, this was kind of a dink and dunk offense. Does this offense need to take more shots downfield, or what needs to change?
Well, if I had the answer to that, they'll put coach in front of my name. Here go the thing about it. Like I said, I think it needs to evolve, meaning whatever you're doing, branch out from those things and continue to grow it. I say run tempo before it's needed, meaning come out with tempo.
They look good with tempo.
Yeah, come out with tempo. Run tempo before it's needed. All right, 2, let's design some plays that also, let's get back to the RPOs, the run pass options. I think we didn't got away from that because he was hurt. Jaden I'm talking about. Yeah. He was hurt, but I think we got to reincorporate that one because it opened up very big windows in the pass game while opening up lanes in the run game. And let's be honest, the offensive line has been getting beat up.
Yeah.
And when the offensive line gets beat
up again Sunday.
That's what I'm saying. That means other people get beat up. That's how they go. Like when the first defensive line of defense leaves, now people start to get black eyes. It happens, all right? But I just think they need to evolve the offense.
So some of the positives, Defensively, you can always rely on that linebacking core. Bobby
Yes,
Wagner just ripped the fumble away. Frankie Louvu. I love Frankie Louvu. And I thought it was interesting. I think you'll appreciate this. They had this yesterday where they were talking about when he used to play for the Jets, which I'd forgotten.
Yeah.
And he was saying that Kevin Green was his coach.
Yeah.
And Kevin Green was a
monster.
Oh my God, monster.
Linebackers of all linebackers, Kevin Green.
Yes. And he said, Kevin Green believed in me and taught me everything or stuff I still use today. Not that he hasn't evolved and gotten better coaching along the way, but Frankie Louvu just continues to amaze me. We know who Bobby Wagner is.
Yeah.
But at least those two guys you can always rely on.
No, most definitely. That middle, the heart and soul of any defense is the linebacking core. You show me a great defense, I show you a great linebacking core. People love the 49ers defense. They got Warner. People love what they're doing in Philadelphia right now. They got Nakobe Dean and those guys and Braun and those guys. Like, you show me a good defense, I show you a great linebacking core, and that's always going to be what it is when it comes to it. You can't just have a good defensive line. You can't just have a good defensive backfield. The guys that I think bring that energy and that physicality, linebackers, always linebackers.
Both guys, 8 total tackles on Sunday. What else did you like that can be built upon before this team moves forward against Tennessee?
Like I say, just the magic of we ain't out of it. At no point did this coaching staff coaches like we always in it.
Yeah.
Do you know how much intestinal fortitude you got to have to kick that field goal with 2 minutes left on second down?
Yeah.
Like, people was in the bar like, what is going on? Like, that's so smart.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Now I can work the clock. Everything worked. Like, we were supposed to steal that game. We don't win as individuals. We don't lose as individuals because a lot of stuff could have happened before. They could have changed the game, but it didn't. I just hate so bad with my soul to go into Thanksgiving with this taste in my mouth, losing to the fighting Jerry Jones.
I know. Well, you know what, to your point, and I think that's a good point to make, and it's easier said than done. We always focus on that last play of the game.
Always.
That last extra point, field goal, drop pass, whatever it is. But you can go back through this game. It could be a lot of drop passes. It could be 3 and outs in Dallas field goal position. It could be fumbles. I mean, it could be a number of things that could have changed this game.
Hang around. You let the thief hang around.
That's a team loss.
Like I said, if we take out fast and score 20 points, and now the same old thing is happening to them. Now you get the Dallas team. But if you let any team just hang around, like I say, you let a thief hang around, he gonna steal. And they stole.
Whew. Man, so based on your personal experience, when you go through a rough patch, and I think if you listen to the guys after the game, the culture is still very strong with this franchise.
We fine.
No question about that.
No, we fine.
So you've been in this situation before. You go through
I
a rough
lost
patch.
my first 5-6 games.
Okay, I mean, this is the NFL, right?
Yeah.
It happens to the best of them. So what is the best way to go about getting out of a mini slump like this where you're like, all right, we got to reset here?
Well, you don't try to do nothing drastic.
Right.
You stick to whatever the code was when we was winning. All right? At the end of the day, we cannot change. We can't be chameleons. All right? We can adapt, but we can't be chameleons. Let's get back to the basics.
Yeah.
All right? Let's start to do these small things right. No penalties. Good special teams. Crossing our T's and dotting our I's. Catching the ball. No drops. Clean games. Let's get back to the basics. That's all we have to do. That's the one thing about great coaches. They don't get on these emotionally ups and downs.
Yeah.
They stay the course. And that's what we got to do. Stay the course. Like I say, this one double stings because one is the Cowboys. And the Cowboys has looked terrible all year long. And I think that's what it was. But people need to understand that defense got a lot of people back this week. Tons of people from Bland, Michael Parsons, all these guys back. And that had something to do with it also.
You mentioned back to basics. I think we have a voicemail about that. Do we? And before we get to that, look at this background, by the way.
Yeah, most definitely.
Which one is you and which one is me?
Well, you can't tell because my hair flows so freely.
Yeah.
You know, I have this Thor-like mane.
Looks great. And Anna, I have to say, in the comments section, there is a groundswell of support.
I know. I feel so appreciated. It's so kind. Thanks, guys.
Most definitely.
Thanks, guys.
I appreciate you guys
appreciate
too. Yeah, thanks. I don't know what to say.
That's all right. No, I just have to give you some
I'm
props
so
there.
flattered. I'm just so flattered.
Yeah,
But we have
wrong with
this. We have this voicemail that somebody left today, and I thought it was really nice.
Smoot, Jenks, what up? It's your guy, Junior. I was just calling, you know what? The reason I remember the number, because you guys say you needed a jingle, I had one in my head. That's how I was able to dial the number from memory instead of, instead of looking it up online. But 703-726-7419. Yeah. Anyway, that doesn't matter. But anyway, the game yesterday is a heartbreaker, but I think some of these fans are losing their minds because we got spoiled, by the 7-2 start. But there's still holes in this roster, and we're still in year one of a rebuild. And at the end of that game yesterday with Dallas, even though it was a heartbreaker, there was a lot of energy and a lot of positive to take from that. Terry breaking loose for that long touchdown was amazing. Jaden having his composure, and it just shows that we could actually still move the ball. It's just going to take time for this thing to come together. Like Smoot always says online, it's going to be a process. It's coming together. It's going to take time. Let grandma cook. Everything will be okay. Yeah, it sucks we lost to Dallas, but the future is bright, unlike that team in Arlington. Division games, you never know which way you're going to go, and yesterday didn't go our way, but things are looking bright. Hopefully I'll see you guys in New Orleans in a couple weeks. Peace out.
Love that call. Great call.
most
Great voicemail.
I'm going to say, great jingle, by the way.
703-726-7419.
Yeah. So we probably need to use that as the
Let
jingle.
Anna do it for now.
I know I phased us out of it, and then it worked. So I guess you guys get to hear my beautiful voice yet again.
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked. But he makes a very good point, which is, look, I hate when I say something positive, be like, no moral victories. Like, I get that.
Yeah.
But the bigger picture is trending in the right direction.
Listen, this is a foundation year. This is not a roof year. All right? This is not a ceiling year. All right? The window we're in is the floor. All right? We are laying the foundation for something sustainable for years. All right? I watched Twister the other day as I was on the plane. The new Twister movie.
Oh, Twisters.
Yeah, the tornado movie.
Yeah.
And as I watching this movie, I'm like, you know what? Great movie.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because these people are thrill-seeking, chasing these tornadoes, and they competing for all different reasons. But the number one reason is for mankind. All right?
Yeah.
So we can figure out how to slow down Mother Nature. All right? For a long time, we have still not figured how to slow down Mother Nature. Some stuff just inevitable. And it's inevitable that we're going to eventually be good. But it's all about what window you're looking out of. All right? And the window that I'm looking out of is, I know what time frame we in. Our rookie, first year of the head coach. First year of the quarterback. It's first.
Yep.
That means we are at the first floor. When we get to the ceiling, we'll talk then.
The original Twister had Bill Paxton in it.
I'm a big Bill Paxton fan.
I am too.
I always was.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember the movie Weird Science?
Who doesn't remember
Now,
Weird
come on.
Science?
That's a great movie.
No. I loved Weird Science. And it was weird for its time.
Yes.
It's
hilarious.
If I tell you the synopsis, you'll be like, okay.
It's a very 80s movie.
It's very 80s, but it was always one of those movies. Like I'm going to tell you another movie that kind of incorporates the way I do life, because they say the stuff you watch help you turn into who you are. All right, I'm big about Thanksgiving travel, holiday travels.
Okay.
I hate the airport, Jenks.
Oh, it's the worst.
Like, I refuse to go into the airport 3 hours before, because on holidays you have to. Sit there, fly for 2.5 hours. It's too much. So I take the National Lampoon's vacation route to holidays, where I get all the kids in the vehicle and we make a road trip out of it.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
That's how I do it. Inspired by Chevy Chase.
Well, the reason why I mentioned Bill Paxton is I met him a long time ago, and he directed this movie called The Greatest Game Ever Played. I believe it was a golf movie, and he was promoting it, right?
Yeah.
And so we met here in D.C., and we were talking off camera, and he was so frustrated.
Yeah.
Because in Weird Science, he played Chet. And he was so frustrated because he was promoting this movie he was so proud of, he directed, and he was going on morning radio shows across the country, and all they wanted to do was ask him about Chet. And he's like, I mean, I appreciate Chet. You know, it's a great character. I just directed a movie. And he was such a nice guy, but he was so flustered. Yeah. And then we got on camera, he was great, but he was so like, they just want to ask me about Chet, but that's such an iconic, like, 80s character.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And this is the day after Hove was in the building.
Oh, Hove was there.
Hove was in the building. Throw the rock up, baby. Hey, listen, Hove was in the building. As I was on the field, I heard, like, the crowd roaring. And I was like, they still love me. You know?
Is that me or Major Tuddy that they're cheering for?
You know, because I started to bask in it a little bit. Like,
it was Jay.
You know, I like, because I like, it's awkward. Like, they used to see him, but I like, maybe they just want to show me some love today. Crowd started roaring. So, you know, as I turned slowly, I'm finna, you know, do the mayor hand wave, you know. And I turned around, it was Hove.
How'd you feel then?
I felt cheated a little bit. But to see one of my favorite rappers,
I mean, he's legend.
Taller than I thought he was.
Oh, yeah?
Very much so. My homeboy texted me right at the time, like, yeah, man, I heard Hove there. Then I wondered at the end of the game, did Hove just jink us?
You think so?
I don't know. That was the first game he been in, and we lost.
That's the first time he's come to I mean, not the first time he's been in D.C. First
No,
Commanders
because
game
I
he's come
saw
to.
him in concert in D.C.
Yeah, he's definitely come to D.C.
Yeah.
before, but I mean, at a game?
I haven't seen him at a game.
Okay, that's what I mean.
That was the first time I saw him at a game. Now, I know he works with the NFL.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the first time I saw him. That just was out the blue. Like, hey, Hove, by the way, Hove at the game.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see that one coming, man.
I guess we just keep Wale at the games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
just DC people.
Just DC people. That's it.
Matthew McConaughey. I would have rather Matthew McConaughey showed up. That's my guy.
Yeah, I love McConaughey.
Yeah, most definitely.
Let's pay some bills. Pay some bills?
Why not?
All right.
The Get Loud podcast is brought to you by Bet365, the official sporting betting partner of the Washington Commanders. Bet on a range of NFL markets with the Bet365 app. Craft your own personalized bet slip with parlay. Access thousands of games with live streaming. Place your bet before the match or during the game. It's really up to you. Download the Bet365 app today and join 80 million members worldwide. Age 21 only. Must be physically located in Virginia. Gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Thank you, Reading Rainbow. The things you've done for me has reflected through my life daily.
LeVar will be so proud of you.
Yeah. Is it LeVar or Lamar?
LeVar.
Var.
Yeah.
Nah, thank you. MWAA.
I like how you're like, thank you. Is it Lamar or LeVar?
We don't travel to escape life. We travel so life don't escape us. We can dream of any place in the world, and in the blink of an eye, we're there. That's the wonder of flight. All you have to do is decide where to. Dulles International Airport. Let your imagination soar. Book your adventure today at flydulles.com/nonstop. And by the way, I talked about not like flying earlier. I do like flying from Dulles International.
Oh, that's a sweet little ad-lib there at the end.
You know, Jeezy.
Hey, call us on the house phone. Anna, do you want to sing it?
What the heck? Why not?
Oh, what the heck?
Give it a
Oh,
try.
what the heck? 703-726-7419. Yeah.
Little
Added a little, I
panache.
was going to say a little flair.
But then you had to giggle in the middle of saying like two numbers, and I was lost.
7419.
It's like, I
Yeah.
got to squeeze in 4 numbers in 1 second.
Who
See if
is
I can
the
do it.
most? And I have to ask you this:
Okay.
the most famous singer, female or male, from the state of Colorado?
Oh, I think the Lumineers.
The Lumineers.
Wait,
John
okay,
Denver?
wait. Oh, I don't know if they're from Colorado, but he used to perform at like a bar in my hometown, Willie Nelson.
A true Southerner.
Willie Nelson's from Texas.
I'm gonna say, you gonna let her
But
take Willie?
hold on, he stayed here. He stayed in my hometown though.
Of course, all of them stayed in our hometown after they make money from our city.
Yes, but
Okay.
he visited Colorado.
Yeah.
He had.
I
He had
can't believe you don't let her
property.
steal Willie
No,
like
he had
that.
okay. Oh, okay. This isn't music, but the creators of South Park went
Matt
to my
Stone
high
and Trey
school.
Lance. It's like,
Like, come on.
let's transition to something
We
outside.
was just asking for like singers. Like Mississippi has so many. Like when I say so many singers,
Oh, you could probably go back.
I can go Elvis. I can go Muddy Waters. I can go so many people. Like Britney Spears. I can go so many people.
I think Colorado's such like a new. It's a younger state, so it's a younger state. We don't have Nashville nearby. The closest thing is LA. Like I just don't think like, and people just.
So it's safe to say that Colorado as a whole is not a very talented state.
I think it's like you're gonna find your like alternative, like Lumineers. I think definitely started there.
So what's y'all lane? Because every state got a lane.
It's kind of like that bluegrass country, like like Tyler Childers vibes, Lumineers alternative.
So
like,
everybody just floating through.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
just-
So when
yeah.
Coloradans get around each other, be like, what are we good at? What are we giving to the United States? And everybody be like, nothing.
I will say
We mind our business,
Yeah.
and we're
That's the
proud
state.
of it.
That's the
But we
state
have Coach
motto.
Prime now. We have Coach Prime now, so we don't really mind our business anymore. Now we're like big time. We're national
Yeah,
news.
y'all lost this
and
week.
we've got the Broncos have Bo Nix.
Yeah, y'all lost this week.
I said I thought I love my Buffs, but I thought we would lose this week because I was like, everybody's going into this game. London's like, it's Kansas. You're all like, it's Kansas. Come on. And
Kansas
I'm
has been
like,
playing good ball lately.
yeah,
Yeah.
Kansas is no joke, and everyone was forgetting about them, and we
They just
forgot
set an
about them.
NCAA record.
Running.
Yeah.
First unranked team to beat 3 straight.
Yeah.
No,
or
they're
three
good.
ranked teams in
like
the
they're
Western
really
leagues.
good, and
Yeah.
that was really unfortunate.
Congratulations.
To them.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Titans coming to town. Sorry about that, Anna. You're not out of it yet. Need a little help. Not out of it yet. So Titans coming to town, and look, like we were saying, it's the NFL. Anything can happen. Titans coming off a win against C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Will Levis looks better or better than he has looked. I think the jury is still out on him.
Yeah.
I hate saying this because it sounds like such an old
You
school.
don't really.
Fred, is this a must-win game for the burgundy
Every
and gold?
game is a must-win game. All 17. Like, I hate when people do this. I can understand if we was like the last game of the year and it's like winner of this goes to
Right.
the playoff. Now they got must-win written all over
Right.
it. Every game is a must-win game. All right? This defense of Tennessee's is no joke. Jeffrey Simmons, Mississippi State Bulldog. All right? He is something. All right. Then you want to talk about these linebackers, Keith Murray, and the rest of these guys. These guys can play defense, so it's going to be a tall task for the offense when it comes to this defense. And then when we're on defense and it comes to this offense, Kevin Ridley made some plays this week. Pollard, who we're used to played for the Cowboys. He's running the ball
He was
well.
good this past week. 119 yards.
But we cannot, and I repeat, not let Will the mayonnaise man Levis, Mr. Mayo himself. We cannot let him come in here and get hot. We just cannot afford that. Like this game, because the defense is so good, could be tight, but we're going to have to make some plays to make it not.
And before you say, oh, it's Will Levis, last week I could have said, oh, it's Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to get to this guy early.
Oh, it's a pro. All right, that's what you need to know. It's
Yes.
a pro football player, and he might not be ranked in the top of the 1%, but he a part of the 1%. That's all you need to know. This Titan team is one of those dangerous teams that don't have a good record, similar to what Cincinnati is right now. All right, at the end of the day, this will be a tall task. Now, because of the loss, everybody going to be on edge, trying to get back to the good land. That's going to work in our favor.
Yeah. And you never know with these second-year quarterbacks. Like Bryce Young is an interesting example. He's kind of played a lot
He
better.
played very well
He's
yesterday.
playing well over the past 2
I'm
3
pulling for him.
I am too.
Yeah.
I am too.
I don't know why I'm a sucker for that, but I hate this is the one thing about sports that really is just not like the rest of the world. If I'm the number one tech guy coming out of college, I'm probably gonna work for the best company.
Yep.
That means Apple coming for me, Elon Musk coming for me, somebody coming for me. But in sports, if you the best, you go to the worst team.
Right.
All right?
You just got hired by Radio Shack.
Yes.
They're barely in business at all.
By the way, you know, I know you're a business major, but we need you over here at Red Lobster. You know what I'm saying? No. You cannot do that. But Bryce Young got put on a team. Can you even name some of his wide receivers?
Adam Thielen.
No, the ghost formerly
Xavier
known as
Legette.
Adam Thielen. Like, not even that. Chuba Hubbard is the only thing this guy got.
Yeah, all they can do is run the ball.
Listen to me when I say this. I feel no feelings for the New York Giants. I have
Right.
lost my share to the New York Giants. I enjoy everything they going through, they deserve right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking about the guy, Daniel Jones. This is what I want Daniel Jones to do.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to go to a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah.
All right? I want Daniel Jones to do what Okocinco did and go change his name. I want him to go change his name to Xander Zoofish or something. I want him to,
Zoofish.
anything he want to change his name to. And I want him to resurface playing for McVay,
Oh, okay. Well,
the quarterback whisperer. I want him. First thing you got to do, though, legally, I don't care
gotta
if he
change
changes his
your
name to, he could change his first name to Didi.
D.D. Jones. Nah, that's a quarterback.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, just change your name to Didi. Drop the annual, the Daniel.
Drop the annual.
Drop all that. And just come back as D.D. Jones playing for the Rams.
He's going to go somewhere. He's already said he wants to go to some team that has a chance to make a run in the postseason. He'd be a very good backup. I mean, he could probably start somewhere in the NFL.
Oh,
but he could be a very
most
good
definitely.
backup.
Right now, the Raiders would take him as a starter.
That's what I mean.
He could be the starter.
Before you say he's not a starter, look around the league.
I've been saying, first of all, he could start for the Raiders next week.
No, that's exactly right.
Gordon Minshew got hurt yesterday.
Oh, and who do they have? Desmond Ritter?
Is he the Desmond Ritter? Because the other quarterback
Aiden
got
O'Connell
hurt.
is injured.
Yeah.
Minshew has a broken collarbone. I think it's Desmond Ritter. Yeah.
I would rather have D.D. Jones. I'd rather have D.D.
I'd rather have D.D. Jones back there.
I'd rather have D.D. Before I had Ritter.
No, I hear you, man. Okay, so Titans, Commanders. Can you give me? We don't have to get deep into X's and O's. We'll let Logan do that.
Yeah.
But even though I know you can do it.
Yeah.
But is there one key, like when you look at the totality of this game, when you say this is the one thing
that has to happen.
This has to happen, and if this happens, we're gonna win this game.
Get back to clean football.
That's the one.
No penalties. You know, at one point we wasn't even averaging a penalty a game.
Hold on to the football.
Just the small things. Hold on to the football. The football is life. That's the motto around here. Catch the ball. Protect the ball. We weren't turning the ball over during that winning streak.
Yep.
All right, protect the ball. It is everything. And play good special teams. Like,
Because that was the strength of this team for the majority of the season.
That's what I'm telling you. And now that the small thing, the thing that make a clean game, we haven't been doing those things, and hence we've been playing dirty games. And we're not good enough, personnel wise, to win at dirty games. We can't lose the game ourselves. We got to force teams to beat us.
Very few teams in the NFL can play dirty games and find a way.
Kansas City is a team.
I was just going to say, Chiefs can do it.
Yeah.
Not many teams can.
Not many teams. Detroit showed you they can do it.
Right.
Come on. What's the name? Threw 5 picks in a game.
Still won.
They still won. That never happens.
Right.
But like them guys, they are set up. They are a mature team that they have got to the point that they can win dirty games. We can't play the dirty games. We can't win the dirty games.
All right, so let's do some top 3 lists here.
Yeah.
Anna was so kind to put these up for us, so I don't have to think. Commanders rookie. Oh, you want to do these, Anna?
Oh.
Yeah, get on in here. These are your lists, by all means.
Well, I want to hear from everyone. So.
Now, I think you was over there looking for famous Coloradans and you still found no one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't successful. There are
Kind
a couple.
of like the state of New Mexico and the state of New Hampshire and the state of Vermont
New Hampshire isn't
and the state of Maine. There's just no popular people from
there.
there.
There are a few.
There's no pop. You've never met a person from New Hampshire. Neither have I.
I know one guy.
Of course you do, Jenks. That's what I'm talking. What about Vermont?
No Vermont. I know one dude from New Hampshire, my friend Cam. I don't know anyone from Vermont.
Maine. I
know
know a person from Maine.
I know people who go to Maine for vacation, but I don't know anyone who
I don't
lives
know
there.
anyone who is from Maine.
By the way, Maine got the purest water in America.
I want to go to Maine.
Yeah.
I think you should.
I've heard it's beautiful.
I know. If you visit Maine, then the population goes to 3.
I feel like we have a caller from New Hampshire. Shout out to him. Yeah, he calls in. I meant to feature his call. But
They are called the unforgotten states of America. Like they don't come up in anything.
The forgotten states?
Like I'm gonna say like nothing happens there. Nothing good or bad happens in these states.
I was at a point in my life one time, it was, I don't know, a few years ago, and I was like, you know what I'll do? Maybe I'll just pack up and I'll just work at a local TV station in Maine. And there was like just a job opening there. And having worked in this market for a long
How
time.
depressed were you thinking?
Well, I was like, I'll just sit by the water and do some local
And just
TV,
watch live fade.
and I'll have my craft beer and some food. And so I emailed this news director for this job and haven't been here for so long. I mean, this is a pretty big market.
No, this is a huge market.
And so he emailed me back immediately, and I'll never forget. He was like, Michael, what exactly is it you want to do here? And I was like, well, see, he goes, okay, well, just email me anytime.
And you were just like, I'm a depressed weatherman, just looking to work in Maine.
It's very nice. Like, why are you emailing me?
Are you looking to slow down?
Yeah.
Slow
I'm looking
down.
to rewind my life.
Okay. Top 3 lists. So we were going to do Commanders rookie standouts from the season.
Okay.
Top 3.
Of course, goes without saying, Senor Daniels.
Yep.
Most definitely.
Senor.
Yeah, Senor Daniels.
It's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah.
Senor.
Yes, Mr. Daniels. He's not only leaving his mark on his team, he's leaving a mark on the NFL. I call him Mr. Fantastic because he's leading this first family of Marvel right now. He is Pedro Pascal. All right? He is the guy right now. He's the groovy thing. I love it. Mike Sanderstein.
That's number 2 right there.
Mikey making plays all over the field, playing like a vet. Can't wait till Lattimore gets here so they can really push him back inside when it comes to that nickel because he's really, really, really good in there.
I mean, that's his specialty. He's right there in the slot.
Right there in that nickel. And one Brandon Coleman, which I just was walking the hallway with. I had to like turn and like lean against the wall for him to walk past.
Yep.
He's a huge man. All right. He's playing high-level left tackle.
Okay.
In this league of extraordinary gentlemen. I have to go with those 3 rookies right there. Them are like the first 3 rookies, right?
Yeah, I might even throw in for 3. Coleman's probably right. Ben Sinnott, though, I have to say, he was dirty yesterday. Did you see that one block?
Yes,
oh, my God.
yeah.
Flattened a cat on that run by Jaden, and I was like,
Yes, he treated.
I love guys that do the dirty work.
Listen, he's a dirty work type dude. He's what I call a tornado.
Yeah.
Tornado, it leaves wreckage in his wake.
No question.
Right? And when I seen old boy spilled all over the ground, reminded me of the times I had to go against Larry Allen. And I was too that other guy.
Oh, how good was Larry Allen?
First of all,
I don't even.
this is the scary thing about Larry Allen. I remember my first week and then, my first Dallas game.
Okay.
Bruce Smith, I had like the oldest vets of all time.
You were tight with Bruce.
Yeah, I love Bruce.
Yeah.
And Bruce was like, hey, Smoot. I was like, what up, Bruce? He like, watch what happened this week. I like, what gonna happen? It's gonna be about 4 guys gonna have the Larry Allen flu by the time we gotta play the game. I was like, what is the Larry Allen flu? It's gonna keep him out the game. As the week went on, I started to see D Tackle on the injured list, can't practice today. I'm like, what happened to him, bro? You know what happened. We get to the game. We get to the game, right?
Oh, my God.
We get to the game. And I'm watching him in pregame, and he is just the biggest.
Oh.
And this is the time where Jerry used to come down out of the box.
He used to, like, roam around the sidelines back in the day.
And go at one person, just Larry Allen. Like, he would sit there and, So guess what? I'm in the stadium with the hole in the roof, the old stadium.
Yeah.
Checking Joey Galloway. I get a pick. I'm feeling good. And I'm bailing out, too. I'm talking about, when you start running and that music start playing, I am out of there.
Chariots of Fire, baby.
And get what? Out of nowhere comes the biggest man I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, my God.
And it's Larry Allen.
Because he could move.
I was like, this 18-wheeler should not be driving like this sports car. I'm the sports catcher.
Yeah.
I see him. I try to spin. I spin move. Next thing you know, when I spin move, he just engulfs me. He just engulfs me. Just slams me on the field. So when I get up, my helmet is turned. I went over there, sat on the bench with Bruce. I was like, hey. I got the Larry Allen flew down. Like, listen, biggest human being I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, that's a great impression, Bruce Smith. By the way. You made me snort.
No, because that's how he talk. Like,
I know.
Oh my god.
I'm like, somebody in the comments gonna be like, Jenks snorted, whatever it was. It's like, yeah, I know.
No, that's if you around Bruce, that's how he talks, most definitely.
Oh my God. All right, what else we got, Anna?
Okay, well, we talked rookies, vets. Who's been standing out?
Oh, the veterans. Who you got, Jenks?
Oh, for the Commanders veterans?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to start with the gold jacket, right?
Why not?
I mean, Bobby Wagner has been everything and more. Like, I love when you get to watch. Even now, you can't say he's past his prime.
Yeah.
Like, don't be fooled by the fact.
Very London Fletcher is.
Yes.
We got him a year older than when we got
Right.
London. Everybody thought London was just going to be here for 3 years. Psych. Fooled you.
Right.
I think this guy can do the same thing the way he take care of his body.
I just love watching greatness as it happens and just being able to sit back and be like, man, watch this guy because this is as good as it gets. And he's been everything advertised and more.
All right.
So
Who else
Bobby
you got?
Wagner with a bullet.
All right. Who else you got?
Who is Louisville a veteran? I mean,
he's a veteran.
I
Yeah.
mean, he's been on. I keep harping this line. They've been this has been the best part of this defense.
Yeah.
Like these cats have been unbelievable. And then I got to throw in Terry because this has been a career year for
just
him.
career year.
You know, and he finally has a quarterback he has a chemistry with. And yesterday, even when he was shut down for most of the game, comes up huge in the clutch. So those three guys have been amazing.
I will say Jeremy Chinn. Chin.
Yep.
All right. Listen to me. That's where he's been hitting people at. See that? Right there. All right. Jeremy Chin, especially these last 6 or 7 games, he has been out of sight. So most definitely I go Jeremy Chin, number 11.
Okay.
And I also go Quan Martin, man. Quan Martin has been playing high-level football. He's been consistent.
He had the block yesterday?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Quan has been consistent on a way that, you know, when people ain't saying your name, sometimes that's a good thing in football. That means you're not messing up. He has been one of the most consistent, if not the most consistent player on this team. And I'm going to get this to this guy because he's unsung. Never one of them guys people put on the pedestal. Has fought for every rep he done got into this game. I'm going with Noah, Save All Us, Brown. All right?
Yeah.
I'm going with Noah Brown.
Okay.
He has exceeded. If I told you we signed a wide receiver a week before the season started, how big of the offense he going to be? This guy has left a permanent stain on this team. Like, come on, we don't have the hell Noah without Noah. All right? Like, I think he has been the unsung hero of the team. So there go my 3 right there.
And also, you make a good point. You sign a receiver a week before the season, that dude's probably not going to contribute.
Yeah, well, probably you don't depend on him. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's different. So I want to give Noah Brown his props for being a guy, like I say, that has worked for every rep he has gotten in this league. And those guys don't get enough love. And they don't get the happy ending like a one-man gang. Lorenzo Alexander, you know, Zoe worked for every. Zoe played 5 positions, worked for every rep he got. Then he got a chance to ride out in the sunshine and be a Pro Bowl linebacker.
Yeah, deserved it.
Ooh, good choices. Sorry. Next one. 2024 Heisman.
It's Travis Hunter.
First of all, can we all agree?
Great choice.
Can we agree that this is a terrible quarterback year in college football?
Oh, if you need a quarterback in this year's draft, good luck. You got Shador.
Hey, listen, and you got Cam Ward. But
After that, it's a real crapshoot.
listen, man, this is a terrible, and I hate to tell people this, at least 4 3-loss teams are getting in the playoff. 4, at least, because everybody keep falling. Like, I'm sorry, Alabama stinks. Thank Lord for tide. Listen to me. Listen. Alabama stinks as rotten as I thought they were. Oh, miseries. I smiled as watching Lane Kiffin get beat by the gay. How you get beat by the gay?
Did you see how depressed he was in his press conference?
Well, you should be.
I mean, he should, but it was like
You
a
spent the-
wake.
you
He
sp-
was like, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
We needed this one.
Because all the NIL money, they bought all that,
They sure
NIL, all for nothing. Y'all won as many games as we did. We didn't spend close as that. You know what? We went shopped in the budget. That's what we went. Y'all went Ferragamo, Gucci went shopping. We went to the same place, and everybody said your outfit looks better than his, and mine is a little cheaper. I saved tons of money. You went out.
I went to the Gap, and guess what?
That's what I'm saying. I still won. Like, I went to Walmart last minute.
These cleats are from Old Navy.
Yeah, listen to me. And Old Navy, don't you dare sell no cleats.
They don't. No,
For the nerd. Old Navy. No, listen. End of the day, it's just, I don't know, college football is one of them frenzies. I think it's a good year for the playoffs because it's going to be
It's
some
wide
team.
open. Everyone's beatable.
And
Even Georgia.
Yeah.
And even I think Oregon, like everyone's
Everybody-
beatable. I think Texas might lose to Texas A&M.
And Oklahoma is just getting welcome to the SEC.
Love it. Love it.
You don't got no love for
now you with the
Boomer
big
Sooners.
boys now.
You got no love for Boomer
No
Sooners.
love for the Sooners. The only reason I liked Alabama losing is because they're out of the playoff now.
Yeah.
So Texas is going to make the playoff. That makes it maybe easier for Texas. But, man, Oklahoma, no love. That was their first win this season in the SEC. Love it.
I know you love it. Like that's what y'all do. Y'all did that. Y'all came in the SEC one to just mess with Texas A&M.
Yes, we
Every
did.
time Texas A&M think they done one up y'all come back and do it even
love
better.
it.
That's what
We
y'all
little
do.
brother them on a regular
And
basis.
y'all really enjoyed that Oklahoma was gonna go through this sobering.
It's glorious.
Listen,
Just like when you see Ole Miss fall, like I get the same joy when I see Oklahoma go down.
it ain't nothing like seeing Ole Misery's fall. Call theyself a land shark. Sharks don't live on land.
Okay, Anna.
Okay, last one, real quick
Okay.
before we hit a couple other topics. Fast food trifecta. What's your three? It can be from anywhere. Like if you could get fast food from,
Go to
yeah.
Shake Shack.
Good one, man.
But I'm really a Five Guys guy.
Are you? Okay.
So they right there together.
Okay.
Now, if you got a peanut allergy, you can't come into Five Guys. I understand.
All right.
But Shake Shack is magnificent. All right. I'm not gonna stay with the burgers. So now it's time for me to move to the chicken.
Okay.
I am a Zaxby person, and I know
Oh, I thought you
everybody
were
don't
gonna
know
go
about
Popeyes.
Zaxby.
Okay. Zaxby's is no joke.
Now, Popeyes is easy. That's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Zaxby a quiet taste because we didn't been in this chicken tender battle for the last 2 decades. Okay,
Chicken tender battle.
And most people would say Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's. Like my kids, most definitely Chick-fil-A. Their generation dominated by Chick-fil-A. The cow runs them. All right. If I had to buy another piece of Chick-fil-A, I'm gonna lose. All right. Raising Cane's, I find slightly overrated.
Okay.
I'm a Zaxby guy because the Zaxby sauce and the whole menu at
Yeah.
Zaxby is just better. So now I got the burger. I got the chicken.
Okay.
Now the trifecta
Okay.
is it tacos? Should I go to,
Oh, Taco Bell?
no, Chipotle.
Oh, I thought is Chipotle fast food?
Kinda.
It's what I call designer.
It's fast casual.
Fast casual food. So basically it's the polo shirt of fast food, meaning I could do athletic stuff in this.
Okay.
Or I could go to a meeting, I could go golf.
Okay.
Jinx, what's yours?
I'm going to go, this is very DC. Number one, let me tell you something. I've been trying to get out of this habit and I can't do it because me and the girl hit it pretty hard every Friday.
Yeah.
And guess what happens every Friday night?
Yeah.
About 1 a.m. Delivery from Z-Burger. Z-Burger in DC. Oh my God.
Is it because of this late night availability?
It's A, late night availability. B, you can get a Z-Burger like 85,000. You name it. You want to get onion rings. You want to get jalapeno peppers. You just want to straight. You name it. And of course, they just pile those fries in there. I order so much from them. Like, I mean, it's 8 straight weekends now. I got to stop.
You addicted. It's
Yes,
safe to say.
I'm in. Number 1, Z-Burger. Number 2, I love Taco Bell. Sometimes, oh yeah, I'll crush the Taco
Right.
Bell. And it's so cheap too. You can get, bro, you can
It's
get.
getting expensive because I went the other day now, and I
Yeah.
can say this. Now, we grew up on Taco Bell. You know that's our generation's go-to But I hadn't even got my bag into the car yet and I had gas. Like, I'm just telling you.
I mean, it's not great on the back end. No pun intended. But when I'm enjoying the food, it's great.
Listen, but it's repercussions to that.
There is. But you know, at the time, I'm like, I'm just in the zone. I'm not going to worry about anything
Mild
else.
sauce or hot sauce?
Hot sauce.
Yeah.
Give me the hot stuff.
I have a horrible Taco Bell story.
Oh, Anna.
that I will save for another pod.
Oh.
Well,
Honestly,
Taco
I'll
Bell stories
probably-
usually all in the same.
Yes.
I'll tell you after the
this is how-
podcast.
let me take
no.
one
This
guess.
one was different.
Yeah, it is.
I'll
This
take one
one-
guess.
Porta
this one-
potty.
This one is not about me, but it's somebody I know.
Hospital.
Shard.
Like worse. I will tell you after the pod, and maybe we'll share it with the public next week.
You know
That's
what?
how bad of a
one
Taco
the
Bell
top
story I have.
Unshared stories is Taco Bell aftermath.
It is.
Oh, this isn't even an aftermath.
Oh, this is during?
This is like this is pre. I don't even know how to explain
The
it.
body reacted in anticipation of Taco Bell?
It's like, are we walking to the Taco Bell?
I'm just saying if people want to hear about it, they have to comment Taco Bell.
Okay. All right.
Hashtag
Tell
Taco
Anna
Bell.
in the comments.
Taco Bell nightmares.
Tell Anna to tell this story on the pod.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
and
wait,
finally,
sorry,
number
third.
three.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's okay.
Your Taco Bell really blew up the segment.
I did. I got to go classic McDonald's because I love the McRib. I mean, come on.
First of all,
Come on now. Don't say it.
the McRib is
I've heard
not
it all.
real. And the McRib is the unicorn of fast food burgers. The McRib is so
People
not
love
real
unicorns.
that they only bring it out during Christmas and Thanksgiving, which I don't understand. It ain't rib meat. It's literally. Let me tell you what the McRib is.
Do you think the fillet of fish is freshly caught fish?
I know it's a
Do you
little
think a
fishy.
McDonald's burger is 100% grade A meat? Like it's all garbage.
I love Mickey Fleas.
And I say that in the best way.
I love McDowell's. I love it.
McDowell's.
I was raised on it, but the McRib is an insult. Now, what I did is I told
Delicious.
McDonald's thank you because they gave me an idea to make my own McRib sandwich. So that's what I do. I go buy a big, long loaf bread, cut it down the middle, make me a rack of ribs. I debone the ribs.
Oh,
and
you took
make my
out?
own-
Oh, I got to have fake bones.
No. See, I can't eat faux bones.
Faux bones?
Yeah, that's what they call faux bones, fake bones.
Oh, yeah.
Like they. I'm gonna tell you how low McDonald's snooped. They say stoop so low that they said, you know what? We ain't got no bones in this meat. Just shape the meat like it's a bone.
Delicious. And people say, oh, did you know there's pieces of yoga mat in there? I'm like, yeah, guess what? Instant exercise.
Yeah,
Put it right in my
you
body.
are a sick individual.
Bro, I used to, McDonald's every year, I probably said this before, they used to send me for like 3 or 4 years straight a box of McRib gear. I have a sweater.
So you missed the McRib
with a
meat.
McRib on it that they
Yeah.
sent me. A red sweater. I've worn it once. I don't wear it out because it's a collector's item.
Yeah.
I have a McRib plate. I got a McRib calendar, a McRib puzzle, and then they throw in like 20 free McRib cards.
You know what
Glorious.
McRib is the equivalent to pumpkin. We only bring it around 2 months out the year, and
Special.
it stinks.
Special.
No, McRib is a
McDonald's
enigma.
number 3. You can't tell me you don't love McDonald's late.
I love McDonald's.
McRib.
I don't love the McRib, but thank them for giving me the idea to make a true rib sandwich.
right.
So you know what I'm gonna do for you?
What's that?
my compadre? I'm gonna make you a McRib from McDowell's. I'm gonna make you a real McRib. See, they got the sesame seed buns. I'm gonna have no sesame seed.
Oh,
buns.
okay. And I gotta get that steak, man. We gotta figure this out.
And I do owe you a steak, right? But I
And a
can,
McRib.
I can replace it with a real McRib.
What would
sandwich.
what would you call the Smoot rib sandwich? You call it the Smoot rib?
That what it is, the Smoot rib sandwich. You know how they say in the Bible, give you a piece of my rib?
Speaking of pumpkins, Fred, you went on Barstool.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed Barstool. It was so fun up there. I had a lot of fun with those guys. Talked a lot of trash up there.
Oh, I bet you did.
About, I didn't let anybody off the chain, anybody off the hook. Really went in, had a lot of fun, and can't wait to go back. I'm looking forward to going back and working with them on some projects, so it was fun. Thank you, Anna. Anna is the reason because she got me in PT comment going back and
Oh,
forth.
yeah.
So thanks to Anna. You know what? That's what y'all do in Colorado. Y'all connect other people to do great things.
Oh, thanks, Fred. That's sweet. That was not all me, but I appreciate that.
Say thanks, Anna. Please tell us the Taco Bell story.
Yeah.
I don't know if people want to know.
All right.
It's that disturbing.
What else you got?
Whoa. Am I the
Oh.
Whoa.
I'm usually one, but who is this week's?
Am I the This is going into Thanksgiving travel week, so if any of y'all are traveling, don't do this.
All right.
Or maybe do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Am I the A woman was sitting in business class when a mom asked her to switch seats with her son who was in economy so that they could sit together in business class.
How do you know how old the son was?
Yes, it's
He
you.
was a child.
Okay. First of all, this is about sacrifice. If it's you have to know at that point that now what you have to do is sacrifice your first class seat to sit back with your son in the economy. That's the only way it can work. Because you cannot ask somebody that paid for a first class seat to sacrifice their seat to go back in the economy.
They paid extra for that.
Yes, but I can't ask somebody, do you care if I upgrade you so I can sit back here with my son? But no, that's you can't do that.
And also, like, this is when people are being way too selfish. Like, yes, you had here. Because, number one, they paid more.
Yeah.
Number two, look, you're making this assumption. You need to be prepared. If you book separate seats.
You knew it.
You knew this going in. And number two, there's a difference between asking someone in the same class to switch seats and someone in an upgraded class.
Imagine being the dude that come back there to sit beside her son, and now I'm just sitting by a 2-year-old with nobody with him. Just who is this dude? How can he afford this
If you
seat?
didn't want this to happen, it's not on someone else.
It's
you
on
planned
you.
this.
Yes.
It didn't work out the way you wanted. That's on you.
Hey, I understand. Don't be that person this
Yeah,
year.
don't be that person, especially during the holidays. Come on.
So that person is the
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
She is.
She is.
Of the year right
We
now.
pay some bills?
Yeah, let's pay some bills.
Guys, I got to talk to you about SeatGeek.
Please
for a
do.
second. Listen to me. Commanders fans, the 2024 football season is in full swing, and
It is.
SeatGeek is helping you experience all of the action. They make it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all of the touchdown celebrations this season. Doesn't matter if you're buying tickets, selling tickets to Commanders football games, or any other live event in DC, you know SeatGeek is the place to do it. The official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders is SeatGeek, the most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
He is. Thank you, Texas, by way of the Longhorns.
Thank you, Smoot.
Yeah.
We have voicemail time?
No, it's time to geek out.
Oh, we're going to geek out?
Brought to you by SeatGeek.
Oh.
Most definitely.
All right.
And here we go. Let me start this one off by saying I can't wait for this one to personally happen. You know I'm a stargazer. They call me Freddie Leo. All right. I look up. I've been looking up at the skies.
It took me a second. I was like,
Yes. I've been looking up at the skies all my life.
okay.
All right. On January 25th, 2025. You see the symmetry right there?
Oh, that's right.
25th of 2025.
Okay.
All the planets will align and be visible in the night sky that night. You can see
really?
every planet we got. Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, all of them. You can see all of them. That's a spectacle that rarely happens. And the question still remains, is Pluto a planet?
It was in, then it was out.
And
it
it's out again.
Is it out again?
It's
Or
out
back
again.
in? All right.
It's out again. All right.
I can't decide.
So now that question cannot be answered correctly on Jeopardy. Huh?
Isn't it because of its irregular orbit?
I thought it was because of the size.
Okay.
Because they saying we got moons around Jupiter and Saturn that's bigger than Pluto.
It's definitely tiny.
Yeah.
The smallest planet for sure.
All right. Did you know this was happening? The magnetic pole of the Earth is moving. All right. The North magnetic pole is moving towards Russia, and it's starting to affect our GPS systems. Putin. All right. And people should understand it. That's because of the tilt of the Earth.
Okay.
It happens. That magnetic pole, it switches. Plus, I think that's what's starting to affect. You know it's raining in the desert these days, right?
Oh, man, yeah.
The deserts are turning green. All right. Something is happening. We need to wake up. Now, this one I do love. My last one right here. In Texas, they are building the world's first wind-powered carbon capture plant in the United States. Meaning, this plant is powered by wind.
Okay.
And it's made to suck in carbon dioxide.
Oh, wow.
All right? to slow down the greenhouse effect.
Love that.
All right. Not only is this thing great for the earth, all right, it's going to boost the job and the economy, reduce the CO2 emissions, and hopefully other states pick up and start to do this.
That'd be great.
Yes.
Wind energy? Nothing wrong with that.
Sucking in the sea. Somebody should have been thought of that. All right? We spewing it out. Let's get a plant that cleans the earth. We got to start to treat old girl better. We got to start to treat
the old girl.
earth better.
The old girl's aging a little bit. We got to take care of it.
We have to, but everybody's such in a rush to move to Mars. The planet don't work. What are you so? No. We can move to a moon like a Celebes. We can move to something like that. All right? But Mars don't work.
Sorry.
I don't know what just happened over there, Anna.
Sorry.
You all right,
It was a
Anna?
voicemail. It was a voicemail.
Oh, okay.
I
I
accidentally
she
hit
started
play.
early on that Taco Bell over there.
Yeah. What was that?
I was like,
I did not.
you eating a burrito
Oh, you
supreme?
caught me off guard there.
Is that a gordita?
Did you just walk into Taco Bell? What happened?
I'm sorry. Oh, well, do you guys want to hear a voice? Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go right ahead. Let's hear it.
All right. This one is a follow-up upon our fight question from
Oh,
last
okay.
week.
Good morning, awesome Anna, magnificent Mike, and the scholar Smoot. This is James from Lakeland, Florida. Once again, I would like to see Smoot fight Mr. Green. No, I'm just teasing on that. But the fighting I would like to see is Mike Tyson and Leon Spinks again and see what he bite his ear again.
Oh, okay. So he did leave a call.
He wanted to hear
He
Tyson
wanted to
and
see-
Spinks.
He did, but he thought Spinks was the guy who got his ear bit off. It was actually
No, Evander
Holyfield.
Holyfield.
he called back to correct himself. So just so
Okay.
he wanted me to let you know that he did call back to correct himself.
So he wants to see a rematch.
yeah, and he wanted to see if he'd bite the other ear off.
Well, we saw Mike Tyson biting his gloves at the end of that Jake Paul fight. Do you want to see Tyson Holyfield?
And I want to see Tyson sit down and live life.
Yes.
Like, at one point, an athlete's body tell us when it's over. Like, in our brain, we can do this forever. But sometimes we need the other people to say, no, it's okay. Like, it's okay to tell us it's okay. Like, you can't be the baddest dude on the planet forever.
You just can't.
But I refuse to watch any of those shenanigans. That's why I'm glad they ain't got me. None of the pay-per-view, none of the ex-football players fight, none of that. They ain't got none of my money. I don't go over people's house to go see these fights. They are spectacles. They are not athletic ability. Jake Paul, you want to show me some athletic ability, fight a box.
A real, not a former boxer.
Your age.
Right.
Your age.
Someone in the top 10.
Yeah, go fight a real boxer if you want to blow me away.
No, I agree. Totally agree with that. Is that it?
Yeah, that
We
is.
done? Oh, all right.
That could have been the longest show of the year.
I think it was.